Have you ever felt stuck? Like life keeps repeating the same patterns no matter what you do? What if you could gently shift it all and start living differently? This is Goddess Universe, a space where we explore poetry, spiritual alignment, manifestation, and the power of conscious living. Here, we dive into the tools, practices, and insights that help you awaken your awareness, break patterns, and step into a life you truly desire. Our mission is to guide women on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Our vision is to create a sacred space where you can embrace your feminine power, awaken your consciousness, and consciously co-create a life of joy, abundance, and transformation. If you're ready to grow, shift, and awaken, you're in the right place. Let's begin this journey together. I still remember the day I stumbled across a channel called Alexis. At the time, I wasn't searching for anything particular. I wasn't looking for answers or even for inspiration. I was simply scrolling. You know those moments when life feels like it's on repeat? I was in one of those cycles. Days blending together, routines carrying me forward but without a sense of direction. And then, almost by accident, I clicked on her video. Her voice began to unravel a concept I had heard before, but never truly understood: quantum physics. What she shared wasn't about formulas or numbers. It was about energy, about the unseen forces that weave through every moment of our lives, shaping what we experience and who we become. Every word felt like a thread, pulling at something inside me that I didn't even know was waiting to be awakened. I remember sitting there, almost frozen, listening as she explained how thought, intention, and energy were connected. How manifestation wasn't just a mystical idea, but something rooted in the very fabric of our universe. It was as if she was giving language to a feeling I had carried for years. A quiet knowing that there was more to life than what we could see, touch, or measure. Suddenly, the world around me felt less rigid, less confined, and more like possibility. That first video was impactful, not because I suddenly understood everything, but because I realized how little I truly knew. It cracked something open. It made me curious. And curiosity has a way of lingering. Even when you try to push it aside, it stays with you, tugging gently, whispering, "There's more here. Come and see." But here's the truth. I wasn't ready. Not yet. I carried the words with me. I replayed them in my mind, but I didn't dive in. Months passed. Life kept moving, and though her message planted a seed, I didn't water it right away. And that's the beauty of timing. Sometimes what you hear doesn't immediately transform you. Sometimes it waits until you are ready to return, ready to receive. It would take months before I consciously began my own spiritual journey. And when I did, quantum physics came back to me, not through coincidence, but as if the universe had circled me back to the beginning. This time, I understood more. This time, I wasn't just curious. I was ready to practice, to experiment, to align. Looking back, that first video was my introduction, the doorway that I unknowingly stepped through. And though I had so much to learn, it was the moment that changed everything. Because once you glimpse a greater truth, even for a moment, you can't unsee it. That's how my journey began. Not with a plan, not with a ritual, but with one video, one spark, one unexpected introduction to the infinite possibility of what it means to be alive, aware, and connected to the universe itself. If you're still here, this message was meant for you. Not everyone is ready to hear that reality is more than what we see with our eyes. But if something within you has kept you watching, it's because your spirit is ready to awaken to more. This video found you for a reason. You are being called to remember your power, to shift your perspective, and to step into the life that is waiting for you. Trust that you are here at the perfect time, and that what resonates with you now is the beginning of your transformation. Everything in your life begins with energy. The thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, the words you speak, they all carry a vibration that ripples out into the universe. Science calls this quantum physics. Mystics call it manifestation. Both are describing the same truth, that reality is not as solid and fixed as it seems. It is fluid, responsive, and alive. Quantum physics shows us that beneath all matter is energy. Nothing is truly solid. Atoms, the building blocks of life, are mostly empty space. Tiny particles moving in vast fields of possibility. When scientists look closer, they find that these particles don't act like tiny marbles. Instead, they exist as waves, potentials, until something observes them, measures them, or focuses on them. This is known as the observer effect, and it means that consciousness has a role in shaping reality. Neville Goddard once said, "Imagination creates reality." Florence Scovel Shinn taught that your words are commands to the universe. Long before science confirmed it, spiritual teachers understood this. What you focus on, you give life to. What you imagine, you bring into form. So let's break it down simply. In the quantum world, particles exist in what's called superposition. This means they are in many states at once, until they are observed. Imagine every possibility of your life existing at the same time, like countless doors waiting to be opened. Which one becomes real? The one you align with. The one you give your attention, your belief, and your energy to. This is not just philosophy. It has been tested in experiments like the double slit experiment, where particles behave differently when observed. The act of observation literally changes reality. And if observation has this power at the smallest level of life, imagine what consistent focus, intention, and belief can do for the life you are creating. Neville Goddard taught that to manifest, you must assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. In quantum terms, you are aligning with the possibility that already exists, and by holding that state, you call it into form. Florence Scovel Shinn said, "Your word is your wand." Every word carries vibration, and every vibration shapes energy. For centuries, science and spirituality seemed at odds. Science sought proof. Spirit trusted faith. But in quantum physics, the two meet. The science says reality is a field of infinite potentials. Spirit says faith is the evidence of things not seen. Different languages, one truth. When you pray, affirm, or visualize, you are collapsing possibilities into form. You are choosing one outcome out of infinite possibilities. This is not positive thinking. It is conscious creation. The universe responds to energy, not to empty words. And energy is shaped by belief, emotion, and alignment. Florence Scovel Shinn wrote, "The game of life is a game of boomerangs. Our thoughts, deeds, and words return to us sooner or later with astounding accuracy. This is vibration at work. What you send out, you experience again. As we walk this path of quantum manifestation, remember, you are not alone. Every thought, every intention, every vibration you release is part of a greater current, and together we are flowing toward higher consciousness. This is a shared journey of awakening, alignment, and abundance. If today's message sparks something within you, let it be a reminder that your light is needed in this universe. So stay connected, subscribe, join this growing collective, and continue to expand with us. The more we rise, the more we shine for one another. Until next time, keep manifesting boldly, living intentionally, and trusting the infinite power within you.